Hey everybody, Joe here. Today I'm going to be transferring my drawing from yesterday onto my table tent. And the table tent is when you're playing a role-playing game. It's a great way to show people what you want, and show people what you're playing, not what you want. To show people what you're playing, and so the outward face has your character name, class, race, what your actual name is, and a few other odds and ends like height, weight, hair color, eye color, skin color, and just maybe some background, some little notes, anything you'd want everybody else to know about your character. But it also features a place to put your character portrait and a place to put your affiliation or heraldry, like some kind of thing that sets your character apart. So in my case, I'm going to be drawing a little kind of book of my tome of Pact of the Tome. Also today, a little bit of a different angle because I don't know if you can tell, but there's this thing that's right here in front of my face. Normally the way I set these things up, the camera's a little bit higher because it shows the whole page, but I wanted to zoom in a little, get a little bit closer to actually where the drawing is on the table tent. So, without further ado, look at my profile. Okay, let's get started. All right. Okay, so I'm looking basically just kind of looking over at the character that I've drawn already, and I kind of see how I've got him set up here. Got this this heavy brow. I want his eyes to glow. So I'm kind of putting in some of these effects, how I'm going to ink them in. Kind of keep this cowl over his face, covered up, the big nose. Now, because I'm doing it this way, it's mainly because I think it adds a little bit of organic nature to the drawing. So I'm looking. So I change it up a little bit. But if I just trace it, sometimes when you're tracing something, you you could lose a little bit of your action. And one thing I am noticing is that his hand is not going to fit with the how I had it drawn. But I think I can fit his book kind of in here a little bit. Because maybe his hand is. Let's put his thumb in here so we can tell that there's actually this is actually his hand here. It's a little bit different from yesterday's drawing. If I have room, I'll put what yesterday's pencil was in here. Got this. I want his just to look like it's a hood. Give him the shoulders. I think we can put some weird tentacles in the background. Maybe they might end up looking more like his beard. Let's get this to go. Let's have his beard coiled around here, around the book. Some kind of cultish writing along his. I'm not going to shade this in too much because I am going to ink it. And I don't want to have to erase too, I don't want to make it too dark so that when I erase it, it ends up being strange. Let's just, maybe in the background, I'll put some, how this will look like some crazy eyes in the background too. Now, then I'm going to erase that right away. Because the problem with that is then it's going to compete with him as a character, right? So in here, in this below part, I had the book. So let's make this look like it's a book. Some kind of lettering in here. But I wanted it to look kind of like it's this Necronomicon effect, right? This is wrapped in the skin of a humanoid. Some wrinkliness. Let's put this, I wanted it to be chain. There's a chain linked to it. Let's get this going. that chain going. Let's see if it come up with some of the other details on this, how it's going to go. All right. Okay. So that's all the pencils. Let's put this eraser back. Now I'm going to grab my little convention kit, and I'm going to start with the. I want to get the 0.2 Molotow, 0.2 Molotow Blackliner, and I usually start with the eyes and nose area. So let's go with the eye. Keep these. I want these to glow. So we'll put some of that in now. Some of that glow effect. Make sure the paper stays down. Big dwarf nose. Get this cowl come across here. Down. Realize I put the arcane-ish writing in the wrong zone. Let's get this crazy mustache. He's got these things that are. He's got his mustache set up so they're tentacles. Extra one in there. Here's his book. And through with this binding. Here. Over here. A little wrinkle. Let's figure out. There's a beard coming around. Shoulder over here. A lot of this is going to be covered in with the color. Arcane writing in there. Let's make these really look like some kind of actual tentacles, right? Some kind of scaly pattern. Like, this wouldn't actually be part of him, but this is part of some. This is just his general. Just a general feel for how his character is. Right? Great old ones. This guy is whatever dark secrets he's learning as he goes. Alright, let's give this a little bit more of a shade. Okay. Come in with a little bit more dark here. Okay, let's get this other guy. Let's get his stuff inked here. His book. I want to make it look like it's chained. I think it's going back and forth, making sure how it looks as good as it can. Shading some of these zones here. It look more like a chain. Go off. It's alright. One of the good things about it being small. Get these corner protectors going. Let's put that in like it's a ambush. I had this version of the movie Army of Darkness on DVD that came in a Necronomicon case for a while. Let's see, do you want to put any kind of... Let's have this chain just loose. Fill up the space pretty good. Okay. After that, I get out my eraser. And I just use a little retractable eraser. And hope it's dry. I don't feel like I don't want to wait. I'm gonna be a little impatient. When I'm at a convention, though, I'll set a timer and let it wait, so that I don't want to accidentally smear it. But it dries pretty quick. The Molotow Blackliners are drying pretty fast, so I haven't ever had any problems. Just being careful. Okay, let's see. Thought I had a little hand brush. There we go. Okay, now I can look at it, and I'm going to grab a thicker marker. I've got my 0.4 Molotow Blackliner. I think I want to come through and get some of these darker areas to pop to give a little bit more separation between things. It doesn't look quite like it's. I want it to look like it's inked, not like it's just sketched. Which can be okay, but I think you know, I want to make sure people are happy with what they're getting, and you know, I want to enhance their play experience. I don't want them to be like, oh, what did you do there? So let's see here. Have to go back. I think this is going to be even darker back here, these tentacles. Alright. Shade a little bit more. I think what color I should make his beard. I'm going to go with, see how well I can get a red to go. Because I want to add as much as much color as I can. This area is going to be dark. Probably could go on with thicker black liner, but I do want this to look like it's been painted, you know, colored, not that it's just ink. So. A little bit too much. A little bit of cross hatching. Okay. Alright, what do we want to do with this book? Let's give him a little bit of a thicker outline here. Just a little bit. Shadow. Separate the links out a little bit. Okay. And now I have to pause everything because I realize I forgot to put. Oh no, wait, that's not true. I forgot we're gonna do a part 3. Okay, so there you have it. There's the ink. This is part 2. So part 3 is the color. That's why I don't have my colored pencils ready, because they're in another place. But anyway, so that's basically where I've got it. It looks like I just kind of noticed got a little bit extra pencil there to erase, but it's pretty close. Pretty close to being ready to go. So it's ready to ink, ready to color. And I will do that in part 3, which will be tomorrow, which should be Wednesday. So, hey, thanks a lot, everybody. Hope you had fun today. If you didn't, just don't tell me. No, really, thanks a lot, everybody. Hey, if you can give somebody a reason to smile, you just might get to smile too. Oh, and give me a like if you can. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks a lot. Bye.